Hello, this is Dr. Ellison back again. We're going to continue talking about optimizing opportunities, making the best, the most out of a situation, an opportunity, resources, relationships. That's what that word optimize means, to make the most out of it. How do I make the most out of a relationship? Well, it begins by getting to know the other person, studying the other person, asking questions, sharing resources. These are some of the things that we can do to optimize relationships. And we don't do enough of that. That's a big one right there. That's the big dog, if you would. We got to optimize relationships. We got to optimize circumstances and situations. Now, today I want to talk to you about what happens with you, or what should be happening with you, and what you can do with a given opportunity. All right. Now, years ago, I had the opportunity to play football. I loved football. I loved it to the degree that I studied it. I went to the practices. My responsibility was running back, to run with the football, to put that thing over the goal line for the team. All right. Now, what I did had an effect on other people. And that's what I want to get into today. That what you do with opportunities has an effect on others. Now, let's go back to the you component. You got to love life. You got to love marriage if you're married. You got to love your health, your body, to the degree that you work that thing. Now, when I played football and in my position, I had to love my position, realizing that what I did, that my position affected other people, people that were on the field with me, and even people who were not on the field with me. And this is what you and I've got to be considerate of, that what you do is going to affect your children. What you do is going to affect your wife. What you do is going to affect whether the kingdom is advanced or not. What you do is going to determine the course. It could determine the course of the family, the course of the church, the course of the community. Yes, what you do, how effective you become, how great you become. And you should be aspiring. We should all be aspiring to greatness, to optimize your skills, your talents, and your abilities so that you can have an impact on the circumstance, on other people's lives, on the team, on the church, on the department that you're working in at the church, or on your job, or wherever, in the community. What you do matters. You got to keep that in mind. What you and I do matters. So when I played football, it was an opportunity for me. Game day was an opportunity for me to maximize, to optimize what I had been doing in practice, or to put it on display. All right. Now, what I did in practice gave me the opportunity to optimize my abilities, my skills, my talents. All right. And it began with loving the fact that I've been given the opportunity to be the running back on the team. So I couldn't take that lightly. You can't take it lightly, the fact that God has given you the opportunity to be a husband, to be a wife, that you've been given the opportunity to be the supervisor on the job, that you've been given the opportunity to run a particular department in the church, on the job, that you've been given the opportunity to be the governor or the county commissioner or the mayor. You can't take it lightly. So opportunities in football gave me the chance to display my skills, my talents, and my abilities. Now, next point. So with my position, what are you doing with your position? With my position, and every other player on the team as well, it gave us the opportunity to motivate other team members. It's not all about you. Now, it begins with being about you from the position of responsibility that you have, whether it's on the football team, whether it's in the home, on the job, in the church, or wherever. But I had the responsibility to motivate other team members. And there are team members that are in your world that you've been given the responsibility to motivate them. It could be your family, your co-worker, or whoever. You have the opportunity with the position that you have as a son, as a father, as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a brother, as a choir director, as a preacher, as a politician, as a sportsman. You have the opportunity to motivate other people's lives for the better. This is very important. See, now when you think like this, it keeps you out of selfish living. Number 3, it gave me the opportunity, my position, to model for the new players, the people that were behind me, the people that were coming behind me. As a dad, I had the opportunity to model manhood, to model being a husband to my children, to my grandchildren. So it is with you and I. You get the opportunity to model for other people. What are you modeling? Now, this is not to condemn you. It's to get us to thinking so that we optimize the opportunities that we have. So you've got to be considerate of what are you modeling. The 4th thing that my position, because I'm using that as a reference point of teaching now, that my position gave me on the football team was the opportunity to help the team win. There is a team that you must help. Whether that team is your family, whether that team is a football team, whether that team is some team that's been developed in the community to progress the community forward. You've been given the opportunity from your position to help the team win. Man, that ought to really get you motivated and excited that you get the opportunity. It could be what you do that could cause the ball to be put over the line, that could cause the community to advance on, to cause the church to get paid off, or whatever the situation might be. It's what you do. And we've got to be considerate of that. And then lastly, number 5, my position gave me the opportunity to give hope, expectation to those that were sitting on the sidelines, those in the stands. It gave me the opportunity to motivate people who came out to watch the game. I'll never forget years ago when the New Orleans Saints won the Super Bowl. And New Orleans had never won the Super Bowl before. But for that team to win the Super Bowl, what it meant to the city of New Orleans, what it meant to that state when the state had been hit heavily by Hurricane, I think, Katrina, what it did for that city, for that state, for that ball team to win the Super Bowl, what it did to the people of that community in elevating their hope, their expectation, their morale, what it did was astronomical. And I wanted you to see that what you and I do affects not only our personal lives, our personal destiny, but other people, your team, your family, your church, your community, people, younger people coming behind you, watching you play the game of being a married man, watching you play the game of being a married woman. It gives other people the opportunity to watch, to see how you displayed what was given to you, the opportunity, your skills, your talents and abilities, so that they would have hope. The Bible said that the things that were written aforehand, years ago, were written for our model, for us to have a model, for us to have encouragement and hope. And you've got to know that what you do greatly matters to the progression, to the encouragement, to the hope of other people.